How Buddha battled a wild elephant. At one time in Rajagaha in old India, there was a fierce and man-killing elephant called Nalagiri. Just then Devadatta, a monk who tried to split the Sangha, a community monk led by Buddha, entered Rajagaha, went to the elephant stables and said to the elephant keepers, "We, who are relatives of the king, are capable of having people promoted and getting them a raise. So then, when the ascetic Gautama comes walking along this street, release the elephant Nalagiri down the street." "Yes, sir." Then, one morning, the Buddha robed up, took his bowl and robe, and entered Rajagaha for alms together with a number of monks. And the Buddha walked down that very street. When the elephant keepers saw the Buddha coming, they released Nalagiri down the same street. Nalagiri saw the Buddha coming. He blew his trunk, and with ears and tail bristling, he charged toward the Buddha. When the monks saw Nalagiri coming, they said to the Buddha, "This elephant coming down the street is the fierce man-killer Nalagiri. Please retreat, venerable sir." Buddha replied, "Come, don't be afraid. It's impossible for anyone to kill the Buddha through an act of violence. The Buddha won't attain final extinguishment through an act of violence." For a second time and a third time those monks said the same thing to the Buddha, but Buddha replied with same answer. On that occasion, people had go into their still houses and go up to their roofs. The foolish people with little faith and confidence said, "The elephant will hurt the handsome, great ascetic." But the wise people with faith and confidence said, "Soon the great man and the great elephant will meet in battle." Then the Buddha used his mind of universal friendliness extended to the elephant, Nalagiri. Feeling the effect of universal friendliness, the elephant, Nalagiri, lowered his trunk. Then the elephant went up to the Buddha and stood in front of him. And while Buddha is stroking Nalagiri on the forehead with his right hand, the Buddha spoke these verses. "Do not, elephant, attack a great man. Painful it is to attack a great man, for a killer of a great man. The next birth is not good. Don't be intoxicated or heedless, for the heedless are not happily born to next destination. Only do those things that take you to a good destination." Then the elephant Nalagiri collected the dust from the Buddha's feet with his trunk and then splashed the dust overhead. The elephant then walked backward while looking at the Buddha and returned to his stall in the elephant stables. That is how tame Nalagiri had become towards Buddha. On that occasion, people chanted this verse. Some are tamed with sticks, and some with goads and whips. However, the great sage tamed the elephant without stick or sword. And people complained and criticized Devadatta, the evil monk. How evil and indiscriminate he is, this Devadatta, in trying to kill the ascetic Gautama, so powerful and mighty. Devadatta's material support from lay support is declining and his honor is diminished, whereas those of the Buddha are increased. This story is written on Monastic Rules, Chapter 17, the chapter on schism in the Sangha.